Yeah, hello. I'm just standing in front of the Apple store in the Zorlu Center. So this video is the Apple is associated with the high quality. That's why I start recording my video in front of this store. Well, I have posted a video of the the positives of the 42 Istanbul, or let's say 42. I don't know how it relates to the other coding schools, but in 42 Istanbul, that was the case. So now let's talk about the negatives of the 42 Istanbul. So there are some negatives, especially one important being is a lot of people, or the coders, the participants there I saw, generally cheated because they look at the internet, they Google, and they find the solutions on GitHub, and they just take that solution and they work on that, and then they just submit it. And when Evo comes, they look at the code, they just study. They explain how the code works by just looking at the code. Basically, let's say they just memorize the code. If you ask them the concept, the idea behind that, or the big picture, well, I guess some would not be able to answer that, because like the answer is provided on the GitHub, they just copy and paste it, that's all. And if you ask them for the similar solution of another similar problem, most probably they would not be able to solve it. And I remember a few participants were found the answer of the exam. They do it on the exam as well, like not only in the C tasks or others, they do it on the exam as well. Like they sit there, and by the way, I'm in the Zorlu Center. It's a beautiful place in Gayrettepe. Shopping center anyway. They find the answers of the solutions of the exam tasks, and before the exam they were looking at the codes and they were memorizing the codes. So in programming world, I don't think you memorize a code. It's not a poetry, it's not a poem. You don't let's say, or it's not a Shakespearean sonnet to memorize. It's a code, okay? And there could be infinitely many solutions, let's say, or infinitely many different ways of writing a code. But just sitting and memorizing that is not how you learn programming, I guess, especially C. And C is very difficult for beginners and for everyone. And some of them, especially in the people who passed the pool, they were bragging. They were saying, "Oh, when I came to the piscine, by the way, piscine means pool. I didn't know how to code. I didn't have any background. I didn't know C, etc. But I passed." Okay, that's good. You may, if you are intelligent, or if you are hardworking, you may. But I think C is difficult, and I can say I have a little bit background in C or C+, and structs, pointers, enums, and macro libraries. They're difficult to learn, very difficult. And with the background, I was struggling to still understand that. Maybe I am stupid, I don't know, that could be the case. But I don't think the other participants were super intelligent as well, because just coming there and in a week or two to understand pointer, struct, and to be able to solve the problems, I don't think. That's very difficult. Especially when you when you do when you run and compile the C file from a shell terminal, you give some arguments, and you can give arguments as files, etc. And to handle that arguments, to handle multiple files, etc., that's very difficult, I think. And some participants were still able to solve those questions, and uh, well, I I don't trust their solutions, I think. And yeah, some will pass the piston, some will get admitted to the main education of the 42 coding school, but still, they just cheat. Some of them, not all, and they just copy paste the codes. I don't think they learn the idea, the logic behind that, and what else? Yeah, it's like that. Also, the best part to showcase your coding skills is I think it could be the right, yeah. It could be the rush, maybe group projects together that you do with your teammates. That could be difficult, but the people, most PCNers participate the first rush or rush 00, and they don't take part in rush 1 or rush 2. So in coding, in 42 coding school, the first task is always 00, because the counting in arrays or in C starts with 0. First index is 0. Okay, that's why it's rush 00 or C0, C double O or shell double O, like that. And shell 01 means that's the second shell task, or C01 means second C task, etc. It goes on like that. Where am I going? Well, I should go up. Anyway, okay, I'm recording the video, and it's going to be a long video, I guess. Sorry. So, what I was saying. What's another problem? Another problem is the computers, especially my Mac, was slow. Well, to code there, we don't need Macs, very expensive Macs, etc. We just need some cheap Ubuntu, I guess. Yeah, cheap Ubuntu would be nice to code, but they give us very expensive Macs, and I don't know, maybe they need the updating or some other thing. Maybe because of that, I couldn't open even some static files, like, I'm sorry for the vibration, because I have water in my hand, I have newspaper, etc. My Mac wasn't able to open even some basic sites like Stack Overflow. Some of my friends were opening and working on the YouTube, but I didn't want to have YouTube. I just wanted to have Stack Overflow or the sites where I can find the the answers to my questions, and I couldn't work on that. So I brought my iPad with me there, and when I Googled the questions or the problems I couldn't solve, I did it on my iPad. So some of you might require the additional device to Google. What else? The negatives. The philosophy behind 42 schools is good, very good, like to teach the coding philosophy, and not just to teach, but to learn. They could have chosen the Python as a starting programming language, but they have chosen C for most part and shell for some part or small portion, because they want you or participants to learn the philosophy behind the coding. That's good. But people cheat, participants cheat. I had a problem in my life, some problems. I can disclose them now, and I didn't want to cheat. That's why I failed, I guess. Yeah, what else? Another problem is in the exam, first exam. I'm used to code in the English keyboard, and in the first exam, well, because it's 42 Istanbul and it's in Turkey, we have Turkish PCs and Turkish keyboards. And I always, when I sit on my Mac, I always change the language to English and keyboard to English. I did that in the exam as well, and that restarted the process. And those, by the way, there, the item is fallen on the floor, so let me pick it up and put it up because I'm in the store, bookstore, so I don't want someone to step on that item. So it restarted, and it automatically threw me out of the exam shell, and I couldn't pass, and I couldn't attend the other exams because I had a problem. And in the final exam, I was late by 5 minutes, so they didn't accept me to the exam. What was the other problems about 42 coding schools? Yeah, the sad thing is solutions are present on the internet, GitHub. Well, I'm not in a position and to say that don't cheat or don't look at the solutions. Well, I just can't say that, but it would be much better if people or listeners or participants talked with each other and arrived or reached at the solutions that way. Things don't work that way. I don't remember any other negatives. If I remember, I may just record another video and post it online. Yeah, thank you for now. Take care. Good luck with your 42. Also, they claim the 42, let's say administration, I don't know, they in the meeting before the piscine, they say, well, you don't need to have background, etc. But I think you should have background. If you are not going to cheat, if you really want to learn coding philosophy behind that, you should have a background. And my suggestion is get your hands dirty with the Linux. Just download, install Ubuntu or Mint or Debian or some other Linux and get your hands on with that. Learn terminal coding like shell scripting, etc. A little bit, not very much, but still you should have. And just a little bit Git, and then C. For the most part, C. Yeah, get your hands dirty with C as well. C, CPP, etc. Yeah, thank you. Take care, guys. Good luck. Bye.